Welcome to Cold Brew Finance's end-of-day world currencies, stock markets and commodities wrap-up for Monday, August 11th, 2025. Kicking things off, I'm Victoria Cashmore. The greenback strengthened against major currencies today. The dollar advanced notably against the yen, breaking upward after 3 days of flat trading. Against the Swiss franc, we saw an upward breakout following 9 days of consolidation. Looking at returns, the dollar's performance against the euro shows mixed results, with a weekly gain of 0.5% but a month-to-date decline of 1.7%. Against the yen, similar patterns emerge with positive short-term momentum, despite longer-term weakness. The dollar versus the Indian rupee shows particular strength, marking its third consecutive day of gains within a very strong positive trend. Against the loonie, the greenback broke higher after 4 days of sideways movement. In terms of returns, the dollar-rupee pair stands out with positive returns across all timeframes. Meanwhile, against the Singapore dollar, we're seeing modest weekly gains of 0.24%, despite a broader year-to-date decline of nearly 5.8%.
Looking at global stock market tracking ETFs, I'm Max Profit. Indonesia leads today's gainers, rising 0.84% with a very strong upward trend and 5 consecutive positive closes. Turkey and Malaysia both show strong positive momentum, while India and United Kingdom posted modest gains, with the UK marking its 7th straight day of advances. Looking at returns, Indonesia shows the strongest month-to-date performance at 4.1%, followed by Malaysia at 4.7%. United Kingdom stands out with an impressive year-to-date return of nearly 20%. Significantly outperforming its peers in the longer term. Among today's decliners, Denmark leads the losses, dropping 1.7% amid very strong negative trend signals. Philippines and Poland both fell more than 1.5%. Sweden and Germany are showing mixed trends with sideways price movement over the past 3 days. Despite today's decline, Poland maintains impressive year-to-date returns of over 60%. Germany and Sweden both show solid year-to-date gains above 20%, demonstrating strong, longer-term performance despite recent weakness. Denmark shows the weakest week-to-date return at -1.7%.
Considering commodities, I'm Liquidity. Gold futures and silver futures both fell around 1.3%, showing consecutive down days despite maintaining positive trends. Copper and aluminum futures declined amid negative trends, while palladium gained 1.7%. Year-to-date returns show significant strength in precious metals, with gold and silver both up over 28%. Copper has gained 10%, while aluminum remains slightly negative for the year. Palladium shows strong weekly gains of 1.7%. Energy futures showed modest gains despite prevailing negative trends. Natural gas led advances, rising 2.4%. Brent and crude oil futures both edged higher after 3 days of sideways movement. Heating oil broke upward from a 5-day consolidation. Year-to-date performance shows weakness across energy futures, with Brent and crude oil both down about 10%. Natural gas has declined nearly 18%. Only gasoline futures show positive returns at 3.3% for the year. Notable volatility in livestock futures today, as Lean Hogs plunged 15.8% after breaking down from sideways movement. Class 2I milk continued its upward momentum, gaining 2% for its 4th consecutive positive close. Live cattle maintained its strong positive trend despite a slight decline. Year-to-date returns show strength in cattle futures, with feeder cattle up 29.5% and live cattle gaining 18%. Lean hogs retain a 12.7% yearly gain despite today's sharp decline. Class 2i milk shows strong monthly momentum, up 10.4%. Grains showed mixed performance with notable moves in rough rice and soybean futures, up 3.8% and 2.3% respectively. Wheat remained flat for a fourth day, while oats drifted lower amid a strong negative trend. Year-to-date performance shows widespread weakness in grains. Corn has declined 11%, while wheat is down 7.2%. Rough rice shows a 6.3% decline, though oats maintain a modest 3.6% gain for the year. Soft commodities showed mixed performance today. Coffee futures rose to 313.20, showing strong upward volatility with 3 consecutive positive closes. Orange juice and cocoa posted notable gains of 6% and 5.6% respectively. Sugar advanced moderately, while cotton futures remained relatively flat. Looking at weekly returns, orange juice and cocoa lead the pack with gains exceeding 5.6%. Year-to-date performance shows significant pressure across the board, with orange juice down nearly 49% and cocoa declining about 28%.
And with that, we conclude another end-of-day world currency, markets and commodities wrap-up. I'm Victoria Cashmore, along with my AI co-hosts Max Profit and Liquidity. Thanks for watching. Look for daily wrap-ups every day just after 5 p.m. New York time. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Cold Brew Finance is an experimental project with market reports written, narrated and delivered totally by AI, with market data kindly provided by financialmodelingprep.com. Always seek professional financial advice before making any investment decisions. Check into the channel daily for coverage of stocks, crypto, currency and commodities. Thanks for watching.